Hello there, folks. Bonky Cook here, back with another 1000G achievement overview. Yes, it's true. I've decided to branch out into other types of videos for covering achievements because I want to balance my, personal playtime with bringing you walkthroughs. I'm testing out a different format here where it just kind of go through the optimal path but don't show you all of the gameplay. I felt like a kart racer that's basically for children is a pretty good place to start with this, as I don't really need to show you every course and all 40 races that we have to complete. I can just point you in the direction that we need to go. And if you want to see more, the description of the video will have a link to my notes for the text, where I outline exactly what I'm telling you for the most part. So if you'd prefer to follow that, that's why I offer it, but I would appreciate a like and maybe letting the video play in the background. That allows me to, uh, you know, continue to create content in the hopes that I can make more. So, with that in mind, Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. I rented it from GameFly and I'm going through it, or went through it. And as I was going through it, I noticed that there were some gaps in some coverage and no real outline for how to go through the game. So, like I usually do, I went through and I think optimized what you need to do to get your 1000G. But before we do that, there is a warning here. You need 4 controllers and 4 separate profiles to get your completion. That does mean 4 named profiles. It cannot be guests. Um, so you have to have 4 other profiles, or 3 other profiles, excuse me, on your console in order to get the completion. And you'll have to have 4 controllers in total. However you want to come about doing that, feel free. Those of us who have played the one chess game that required 32 profiles have probably already created that many profiles. But if you haven't, you're going to have to either use the console here to make new email addresses and tie gamer tags to it, or you can make an email address on your PC and then just tie the gamer tag to it through your console, however you want to handle it. You will need 4 controllers and 4 separate profiles. Whenever you are ready, though, we're going to go ahead and get our 1000G in Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. Published by Outright Games and developed by 3D Cloud, it initially released on the 17th of February of 2023 and is currently available for a price of $39.99. It is both a physical and digital release. I'm currently playing the physical version and will be returning it shortly. So if you have questions, you can ask me, but I will not have the game to reference after this point. So again, this is just a quick outline of what to do. I'm not going to be showing you every race. I'm not going to be showing you exactly where some of the things are. There isn't anything that's missable or overly difficult, so don't stress about that too much. But there are 23 achievements for 1000G, likely taking between 2 and 3 hours. Most races take about 2 to 3 minutes, and we need to finish at least 40 races in total to get the completion. So if you do everything perfectly right away, you can probably finish it in less than 2 hours, but somewhere between the 2 to 3 hour mark is a good estimate for most, I think. You do get a tutorial, but there are a couple things the tutorial does not cover, and I want to make a note of them here. There is an auto drive function. Now, I'm not sure if I accidentally turned it on or if it's on automatically. In the tutorial, the game tells you to hold the A button to accelerate. But if you pause the game and hit the left bumper, it turns on an auto drive feature, which keeps you at speed and will turn in accordance to the basic path of the race. There are shortcuts. I don't know if the auto drive takes the shortcuts. I didn't mess around with it that much, but I also didn't turn it off. Because if I got really far ahead by the final lap, I just let the auto drive finish the lap for me and finish the race while I typed a few things up. So I don't recommend turning it off, but in the tutorial, you're going to have to hold A to accelerate, and then you can turn that auto drive on if you want. It didn't affect my ability to drive at all regularly. It actually blended pretty seamlessly with the gameplay. So I recommend using it, keeping it on, and then if you're getting pretty far ahead at near the end of a race, just let it finish on its own. But if you keep it on, you don't have to press the A button to accelerate. You can just control moving the cart around on the course. The game doesn't really cover that in any great form. It does mention it, but then it doesn't give you any more details. So that's why I'm covering it here. And it also doesn't mention drifting or boost pads, both of which are tied to achievements. You drift with the right bumper or the right trigger, whichever one you want. And the boost pads are red, white, and yellow colored arrow pads that are littered throughout the courses. Um, some of them are in the ground and some of them are ramps, and they boost your character. You do have to hit 30 of the boost pads for an achievement, and there are 3 separate drifting achievements that I'll cover later as well. And basically, as you go through the game, hit as many of the boost pads and drift as often as you can. If you drift for a couple of seconds, your tires kind of turn orange or yellow, and that means you have a boost available. And then you just release the right bumper to boost. That's all there is to it. Um, and that's all I wanted to cover. We're just going to go ahead and jump in here. When you make a new save file, it's going to tell you that there's a tutorial. So you're going to confirm that to start the tutorial. But if you do happen to get in and tell it no, that you don't want the tutorial is under the race option here. You can go ahead. And you do need to play this for an achievement. So go ahead and start up the tutorial. As you go through the tutorial, you're going to unlock the Use a Skill achievement and the Finish the Tutorial achievement, which are your first 2 out of 23. You're going to learn about quick starts, the basics for driving, some of the reset option, looking around, most of the basics that you need to. And then, of course, I've already explained the auto drive function and the driving or drifting and boost pads. So when you're done with the tutorial, you get returned back to the main menu. This is where you're going to get your other 3 controllers connected to your Xbox or whatever console you're using. And you're going to sign in your other profiles so that you have 4 controllers and 4 profiles available. Go to Play with Friends and save your main controller for last. Get the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th profiles signed in and ready, and then it should automatically move you to the next screen. If it doesn't, you may have to ready up with your main as well. When you get to the next screen, you're going to choose your characters for each one. You're going to choose whatever track you want. It does not matter. And then you're going to choose easy difficulty. I'm 90% certain it does not matter how you place. As long as one of your 4 controllers ends up winning the race, excuse me, you will unlock the achievements for winning a co-op race and for winning a 4-player race. Make sure you have the auto drive function on, and all 4 of your carts will finish ahead of the 4 computer controlled carts. I don't know why the AI is for you is so much better than the AI for the the computer controlled players, but it is. Both times I did this because I screwed it up the first time. All 4 of my profile carts finished 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then all 4 of the accounts unlock both of the co-op and 4-player race achievements. So however you want to do that, just get through the race. It does not matter what you choose for characters or for the track. Just make sure that you play on the easy difficulty, because I don't think the auto drive will beat normal or hard difficulty. Again, as long as one of your controllers wins the race, you'll unlock the 3rd and 4th achievements for winning a co-op race and winning a 4-player race. Back out to the main menu, you're going to want to sign out your other profiles and get back so your controller is the only one and your profile is the only one running. And we're going to start up in our adventure mode. There are 3 circuits we need to complete in adventure mode. But first, choose whatever character you want. I use Tiny. I don't think it really matters. I think it's just an appearance thing. So choose your character, and we have the championships. Now you have to complete them in order. So you start with the savannah, then you'll do the jungle, and then you'll do Mount Oblivion. We have to finish first in all 15 of these races. The good news is we can play them on easy, and if you're about to lose a race, you can actually restart the race. So, not a whole lot of stress here. This is a rather easy game. As long as you're drifting to get the boost regularly, I never came close to losing a race. So, anyways, we're going to start in the savannah. So go ahead and load up the savannah, and you'll start with the Savannah Cove. As you're going through, try to hold a drift for 5 seconds in a row. That'll be your 5th achievement. And you want to drift as often as possible, which is in your best interest anyways. So at some point, you're going to unlock the drift for 30 seconds in a single race achievement, and it more than likely will be in your first race here. So those are the 5th and 6th achievements. And then there's also a drift achievement for drifting 10 minutes total across all races. That is cumulative and will pop as we're going through the game. It popped for me before I was halfway done. So those are achievements 5, 6, and 7, all related to drifting. Again, that's for drifting 5 seconds in a row, for 30 seconds in a single race, and for 10 minutes across all races. So you'll finish the Savannah Cove in first place, and that will unlock an achievement for finishing first in any race, which is achievement number 8, and for finishing first in an adventure race, which is achievement number 9. You'll move on to the second race, Canyon Rush, and there is a shortcut immediately, there's a shortcut immediately on the left when you start that race. You're going to go up that little path into the shortcut, and as you do, that will pop an achievement for finding a shortcut, which is achievement number 10. Then you'll just finish the race in first place. For race number 3, at the end of the lap, you're going to find Giganto wandering the course. I think this is unmissable. I didn't run into him. The second I entered this area, the achievement popped. So I think it just happens by reaching that spot on the course and running or driving near Giganto. That's achievement number 11 for finding Giganto. There are other courses where you run into him, or if you don't get it, maybe it glitched. You could try at when we're all done, either restarting that race and playing it specifically, or just clearing your save data then and playing to Giganto's Rock again. Again, finish in first place and continue through races 4 and 5. While I was continuing through the rest of this championship, I unlocked the 30 boost pads used achievement, which is number 12 for us. And then I finished all 5 Savannah races, which is achievement number 13. Now you're going to move on to the next adventure, the jungle one. Again, work through all 5 races, finishing in first place. That will unlock the Jungle Cup adventure complete. Which is achievement number 14, and your 10th win, unlocking the 10 wins achievement, which is number 15. Then you're going to load up Mount Oblivion and work your way through that. During these 5 races, I don't remember which one specifically, I got the 10 total minutes of drift across all races achievement. And then when you finish all 5 races in first place, assuming you've gotten first place in all 15, you're going to unlock 5 achievements in a row. They are the Complete the Mount Oblivion Adventure achievement, which is number 16, the Unlock All Tracks achievement, which is number 17, Win All Adventure Races in First, which is number 18, and then you unlock the Win All Adventure Races in Third or Better achievement, which is 19, and Unlock All Characters, which is 20. Now, there is a chance you could have one of the other achievements unlocked if you deviated from me too much, but you should have 3 achievements left. One is for flying for 5 minutes. This just refers to airtime. You can get them off of boost pads. Some of the shortcuts have jumps that you take, and there are forced air sections, mostly in the 5th race of each circuit. All of that counts towards the cumulative 5 minutes. You'll probably get this in finishing out what we have left, but there are a couple, like the Geyser Plains is a good one that has a lot of jumps in it. As you're going through, just make sure that you're paying attention to getting the boost pads, shortcuts, and any jumps that are available to you. And you shouldn't have any problems unlocking this before the end of our completion. There is one achievement for using every skill, which are the items we get during the races. Just like in most kart racers, the karts that are in first don't get the same items as the ones that are in the lower places. So what we're going to have to do at some point is load up a game on a harder difficulty and sit back so that we can get some of the last place items. And then finally, the last achievement is the most tedious. We need to unlock all 8 skins for each kart. Sorry, I worded that poorly. There's 1 skin for each kart. There are 8 karts total. So we need to unlock 8 skins. To unlock them, we have to play races through the main menu race option, not through the adventure. Every race we win in the race section counts towards this, and every 3 races we win here unlocks a skin. You can repeat the same races, and you can do them all on easy, so we need to finish 24 races in this single-player race mode, and that will unlock the skin achievement. So here's how I recommend doing that. Go into race, then choose race again. Because I don't have all the races unlocked, it's going to look weird, but I can show you what races to use. Go into whatever character you want, and then you're going to go over the following courses and hit right bumper because you can make a playlist of races. Then you'll play them right in order, and it'll save you time from just replaying the first mission over and over again. You'll have to cycle through menus. In my estimation, these 8 races are the shortest, and doing them in a playlist allows you the least amount of menu time in between races. So we're going to go, again, race, choose your character, and then hit RB on the following races: Savannah Cove, Canyon Rush, Giganto's Rock, Slalom on the River, Jungle Sprint, Jungle Tour, Mount Steps, and Lava Pools. You're going to add those 8 courses to a playlist and then hit A to start them. Then you're going to finish all races in first place, and you can then be returned to the main menu, where you're going to do this twice more. Again, you're going to add Savannah Cove, Canyon Rush, Giganto's Rock, Slalom on the River, Jungle Sprint, Jungle Tour, Mount Steps, and Lava Pools to a playlist. You have to complete that playlist 3 times so that you get 24 wins. Every 3 wins, you're going to get a skin, and at the end, when all 24 races are done, you will unlock the 8th skin and get the achievement for unlocking all kart skins. More than likely, while you're doing that, I specifically picked some levels that had some airtime, so you should have unlocked the 5 minutes of airtime achievement, which are achievements 21 and 22. And then finally, we're going to load up a race on the hard difficulty. So again, go back to the main menu, choose race, and choose race. Choose your character, go into any level you want, it really doesn't matter, and you're going to choose the hard difficulty. When you get in, and I'm just going to show this as reference, you'll have to sit through the opening here, which takes 10 seconds, because this is a very graphically challenging game to load in. We're going to wait for us to start, and when we do, don't even press anything, just pause the game, hit left bumper, that turns off the auto drive there. You can see if that icon is empty. And then just sit here for a little bit. You want to make sure that the karts get ahead of you so that you're in 8th place. And then you can start driving and run into the items. There are 8 items in total. They are the red homing attack. I don't know what that is. I only got it once. A speed boost. There's a like golden ring that circles your character. There's the coconut, the water flower, the slowdown bulb, the shield, and the dino roar. And I think those are all 8. The homing attack, the speed boost, and the golden ring thing tend to spawn at the back of the pack, whereas the other 5, the coconut, the water flower, slowdown bulb, shield, and dino roar, are things you probably got as you went through the game. And once you get all 8 of your skills, that is your completion. You open up your completion or achievement thing and see you have all 23 achievements for 1000G. And that's how you're going to get all the achievements in Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. If you have any questions or comments for me, as always, reach out to me and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, I will see you guys next time.